I feel like Zenon represents a lot of what is happening currently in our culture in modern and jazz dance. So I feel like Zenon is always kind of on the edge or kind of on the, the apex. We're bringing to life a lot of what's going on in choreographers' heads, especially in New York and Minnesota. So I think we do embody, the spirit of modern and jazz dance. In this current time. Zenon we have such a diverse repertory. It's just very dependent on my eye, I guess, and my personal feelings about dance, which are very difficult for me to describe. When I see choreography, or if I see work by a choreographer and something about it, I can see talent, or that it really could become something that excites me. And that's kind of what instigates the whole crazy thing. And Zenon Zenon as an organization is difficult to categorize. And we're sort of a wild and crazy entity. There is no limit to our energy or what we will take on or try. And one thing about Zenon that I love is that the dancers are able to really open themselves up to each individual choreographer. And we really try to wipe the slate clean and give ourselves to that particular choreographer's vision and what they're trying to do. And it's my job to rehearse the dancers, rehearse the piece, and learn the piece while the choreographer is here, but also to make sure that the soul of that piece is there. That's very important for me, that each particular dance has its own soul and clear communication of what the choreographer wants. Zenon dancers make all of this possible because of their wonderful dancing talents, their abilities, their physicality, which is very intense, but also their true hearts. And they're such good people and very intelligent and really just a joy to work with. Well, I think Zenon is unique in the way it works with choreographers because of the background of the dancers and what they've been exposed to. So we have an intensely and really large volume of work, and all of the choreographers that we work with are extremely different. So I think that experience for the dancers makes them more open and very receptive to new ideas. They're willing to go with it, they're willing to support the choreographer and really see what happens. And that's what's so exciting about creating this body of work that we do at Zenon. And that is always being willing to always take the journey to see what we can make together, to see what will happen, because none of us know at the beginning of the 3-week, 4-week process with the choreographer, is this going to work? Are we going to be able to develop a really good piece? What's going to happen? And it's that mystery, I think, and that creates a lot of excitement, both for the choreographer and for Zenon. As a dancer myself, a long time ago, I love the intense physicality of dance and of movement. And I feel like, dance is about movement. And, the more physical you can be with that, I think the better. And I think the Zenon dancers, because of the variety of work they do, they're intensely strong, intensely athletic artists. And they kind of bring the two together. And when you do that, it's an amazing result. So I think the athleticism is a big part of Zenon. We're extremely physical, and the dancers love it. They go for that, the extremes. When I think about Zenon and what I hope it accomplishes and what I know it accomplishes, I mean, it's not just on the stage. We work with so many children and youth all over Minnesota, a lot of at-risk groups, the deaf, hard of hearing. I feel like in a way, Zenon is a holistic organization, and I work from my concept of artistic excellence. That is the apex of Zenon. That's where I come from with my work with choreographers, with our work on stage and off, when we're working in communities, when we work with children. It's that same level of artistic excellence and commitment. And that's really important to me because I serve this art form. And it's a beautiful art form, and I feel like I need, and my dancers need to always keep that in mind and give their all. So we do that on and off stage, and I think that that type of positive energy reinforces itself within the organization, and it certainly allows us to, you know, touch people's lives, touch children's lives, touch people when we perform. You know, it's this transference of great art into people's lives. It's teaching children that this dance that they're seeing is part of their collective American culture. It's part of the fine arts. It's a little, you know, it's not popular culture as such, but it's a little bit, you know, higher than that. It's trying to reach a higher plane and into more timeless art, you know, more always working for trying to achieve great art.